Welcome to Framework Fortune Crypto. I'm your host Ben, and look at that, aren't we just fancy with our new little intro on the live streams? So smash that like button. But let's go ahead and dive into some cryptos. You know we can't waste any time. A lot going on in all the markets, and as I keep up with all the markets, it's a lot to keep up with. So if you're a Gods Unchained player, let me address this first. The Gods Unchained Discord did get hacked, but that was just the Discord. Okay, the Discord is not on the blockchain. Discord is its own business with its own servers, and their little groups can get hacked pretty easily. It's happened in a lot of different Discord groups across a lot of different things, not just cryptos. If you clicked on any of those links, you need to be sure that your wallet is secure and that nothing has been taken out of it. If you didn't connect your wallet to anything, you should be fine. But you never know, the hacker could have put something in the wallet or in the link that could connect to your wallet. So I'll keep an eye on it for the next couple of days. The Gods team seems to have gotten the Discord under control. It was a wild, crazy battle this morning, right before I live streamed on the Framework Fortune home channel for the day trading stocks. Their Discord was just... It was just ramsacked with crazy not videos, but ads saying that Gods Unchained was putting out 10,000 unique NFTs and all the proceeds was going to Children's Hospital. So, of course, that made people want to click on that link. But anybody who's been in the Gods community long enough knows anything that the Gods team is going to do, especially when it comes to releasing cards, they're going to tell us, because the main plan is to have proposals to be voted on if you are a Gods token holder. So they say everything they're going to do in advance. They're not going to come out with any surprise ads that nobody's heard of. So that was that, and the notifications was going off back and forth, like nonstop. That's not normal for a Discord. What's up, boy? How's it going, buddy? So we got to keep an eye on that. Let's check and pull up the Discord, see if the Gods Discord is looking better. And let's see here. Yeah, so they've got it all back up. Yeah, everything's back up. Looks like they've got it back under control. And let's check the status update, see what we got here. Yeah, right here was the actual ad. This was savage. This hacker is so savage. All minting proceeds will go to Children's Hospital chosen by community, spreading the holiday spirit. Like, oh God, nasty hacker. He don't give any F's about anything. To use Children's Hospital and all that, gross. And then he even put a winky face. So you can see there are some Blessing the Gods rewards that are not reflecting reflecting the correct system. They will be distributing additional rewards reflecting the difference next Monday. So there was some issues with that as well. And let's see, you can see here all these ads, they haven't cleared out, or either, let me just mark as red, maybe this will all go away. But yeah, this is like how all the Discord looks this morning. Okay, so they have it wrote as scam and there's no thread. So Goo tweets, it looks like they've got the hacker contained or got him out of here in the last place he was at. They haven't cleared out in his Goo tweets. Well, no, okay, so they're still working. Some of it's not done, but they've got a lot of it back. And then if you do see any scams in the Discord and on the Gods Unchained website, you can report those scams. Where is it at? It's somewhere over here. Because there's a lot of it going around. The more popular that Gods gets, the more scammers and attacks there's going to be. So it's important as a community to stick together. But if you jump ship, hey, I get it. There's nothing wrong with jumping ship if you think the ship is starting to sink because of these attacks. I don't think so. I think this dev team's got too much spirit in them to let this game die like that. And that shows as they've been fighting it all day. Right here, report scams. So you can see there's a lot of different ones. Claim Your Gods, airdrop, some other thing right there. Just all types of different ads. Scam ads all over the place. So don't do anything that you wouldn't normally do. Any transactions of Gods, make sure there are transactions that are on the IMX blockchain. If they're outside of it, then it is not a real transaction. Yeah, you got the 4,000 messages. Yeah, that's because that Discord was compromised. So we are seeing, probably some effects as all that chaos was going in the Discord this morning. As I was watching, there was a bunch of people freaking out. I mean, people were losing their minds, which is understandable if you're new to the crypto space and you don't understand the security of blockchain and you don't know the difference between where the game is stored at on the blockchain and where Discord is. Then it definitely would freak you out. So I can see why people are freaking out. But it just added to the sell-off that was already happening on the Gods token. So down to 311, we are close to the all-time low. So I'm expecting buyers to come back in. But they've got to get through this hump right now that we're going through with the Discord issues and all of that. The dev team's really, really got to pull it together here to get some faith restored back in to the game. And speaking of that, we got a scammer right there in the live stream, of course. So there's been a lot of issues outside of Gods with the markets, and then the issues that Gods is having on top of that, it's just sold off a lot because people are scared. If they think this game is going to end because a hack on Discord, they're not going to hold on to their tokens. Interestingly enough, though, the prices in the Gudex market, or not Gudex, but the Token Trove marketplace, are not showing any type of difference really still. Oops, meteorite. No diamond. So yeah, like the Finian Fruit Bear bounced already and it's back up to $70. So the main core of community and players and people who buy and sell in the marketplace, they're not really, nobody's really dumping their NFTs. And that's because NFTs are on the IMX layer 2, which is on top of Ethereum. And if you know about Ethereum, then you know how secure Ethereum is. So I think we're going to get through this hump. It's unfortunate that all this has happened, a rough bump, but it's a new project. You're going to go through that with any new project, not even just in the crypto space. You open your own new business, you're going to run into bumps. You're going to run into issues. You might get accounts hacked, things like that. It's always survival of the fittest out here, and you can give up, get ate up, or you can keep on fighting. And that's what a successful entrepreneur is going to do, is keep fighting even through this. So like I said, I think everything will be fine. It's just a rough patch for Gods right now, the token and the Discord. But still tons of people playing, and still the NFT market still looking good. So that's all looking good, shows me the majority of core players are not too concerned about this hack. which, like I said, it's on Discord. It's not anything to do with the actual game itself, as Discord is its own separate entity. Now, Bitcoin pulled back a little bit lower, could not hold that trend line that we were talking about yesterday. So it is heading in this little downtrend, but we have this one support area. What is this at? About, I'm gonna say 41. Oops, let me get a straight line. I just want a regular line. There it is. All right. So right there, 41 and a half. So you can see this area has been congestion. This little space in between these lines I just drew has been congestion several times for the price. And we're hitting that right now. This could be the end of the head and shoulders pattern. I mean, it started, and like I said, technically, I mean, the uptrend started here, but the actual pattern didn't really start forming until up here, which is where we're back down to. So I'm still expecting a bounce. I mean, we still have 40,000 that we've not even tested yet. So it's $1,000 higher than that 40,000 support, which is going to be strong. I mean, there's just a lot of support through here. 38,000 has some areas of support. I could just keep drawing lines on all these areas of congestion where there's multiple pivot points to connect to. Hold on a second. Crazy dog. So you know, it's looking ugly at the moment. But let's look at the shorter time frame and see what exactly is going on. I want to take all these drawings off for a minute. So we've come down. We're just holding at 41.5. We did dip down to about 40.5, but buyers immediately came in and pushed it up over that. So you can just see where all these wicks are hitting at. These are all those areas of previous congestion and support. And then that main support at 40,000. It looks like it would take a lot more selling to get through all of this. It's more likely that it will get a bounce here. See, Ethereum on the 2-hour chart looks about the same movement as Bitcoin, but holding right across 3,200 just about. Right below it at 31.85. Little support there. There's a previous candle there. 31.66 with some resistance. These two bottoms of these candles, that's some strong support. What is that? Basically 31.25. But this has been a pretty long sell-off on both of these. You know, these sell-offs started in November. It's now January. And you can even see on the RSI, which I don't normally use the RSI, it's even low on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. So very oversold, which is what the bottom of the RSI is. The lower you are means The more oversold the stock is, the higher you are, the more overbought the stock is. So you get too extended on the RSI, you can see sell-offs if it's to the upside. If you get too extended to the downside, you can see bounces. And if you look back at the previous RSI in this purple range, Bitcoin always bounces off of this area, this low RSI area. It may dip down a little bit lower, but even if it did, it looks like it'll come right back up, because this is looking at the chart all the way back to 2017. So the RSI is super low. I know this is Ethereum. Bitcoin's RSI will be similar though. Yeah, see Bitcoin very low on the RSI, and Bitcoin bouncing. Ethereum, I said Bitcoin while I was talking about Ethereum, but the RSI works the same on both of them. So even looking at that indicator, looks like we are pretty overextended on the sell side. Any more selling would be pretty dramatic. But do we have anything up today? Let's see. KNC. I think this is Kyber Network. They had a nice pop when it bounced from 127 up to 245. That's a big rip. That's a nice rip. Just throwing wicks up there to that 250 area. I don't know if that's going to still be a play or not. That was a pretty large move without much of a pullback. I'm going to put this on the watch list for now. Oh, good. Iris is up today, 37%. That's Cosmos ecosystem coin, one that I've been staking. So it made a nice. Oh yeah, I thought I had this drawn on there. Just bouncing right off of that trend line. Looking very nice. Strong bounce off that trend line too. We got Dash having a little rebound. Dash is super cheap from what it normally is, but there's not really much going on with Dash. Back in 2018, it was up to 1,600. This last strip, it only got up to about 450. But, yeah, $100, pretty strong support area. And having a little bounce, but still nothing I'd really want to look at yet. There's not really a good trend line or anything. The good trend line cracked. So I need to see some type of pattern form there. We've got Poly up on a little bounce. REP. Kava, that's another. Yeah, we got Kava up, DVPN, both of those Cosmos ecosystem coins. I saw, yeah, Atom popped up earlier to 45, coming back down to 40 again. Having a lot of struggle at the 45 area, breaking for new highs. So it needs to break 45 sooner. Cosmos will come back down again. Still bullish, still looking good. It just needs to break through. Could be I don't know, it could be interesting. Yeah, AKT getting back above that previous support. See, Shiba. Just coming back down, testing those previous support areas. If Shiba breaks these areas, this support at this bottom, then it could fall down quite a bit. So Shiba, if it's going to turn around, needs to turn around real soon. In the next couple of days. Axie's still cracking. So, Solana's down to 130. Interesting. So Solana cracked this trend line. And this was a head and shoulders. There's a head, shoulder, shoulder. This is a previous support line right through here at 135, it looks like. Maybe 125. Let's see. I need to blow this up some. Yeah, that's 135.50. Yeah, but it is 135. Right back here, a couple candles bounced off of that area before it had the big rip up. When it came down, it was getting buying pressure off of the 135 area. And then when it cracked through it, it kept pulling back to the 135 area before it held up as support and confirmed the support off of this bounce and then continued to rip. So this is the first time we're testing that support that confirmed previously. It is possible we could see Solana down to 100. But I think I might be picking a little bit more up to stake at this price. The IMX really getting hit hard too. Not sure why the Mutable X token is getting hit so hard. Maybe, I don't know, maybe God's people dumping it. It was in a nice channel and just giving up. That's getting pretty low. When IMX finds a bottom, I'm definitely going to be interested in it again. What did that ribbon do? So that ribbon yesterday ended up cracking. Nothing there on that. Come here. You happy with the $3.10 entry? Damn, I can't talk. $3.10 entry on Gods. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad price to look at it. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like right on that support line. That all-time low, which is not a very long all-time, but it hasn't got that much. I mean, the low is 284. And then there was a higher low at 292. So I was thinking the same thing about picking up some more here myself, but I just want to see if it's going to go a little bit lower. Let's actually look at the 15-minute. It may not go too much lower. This area has held as support since yesterday. If this area can hold, it definitely could bounce here. So it needs to hold up right now as I'm streaming. Because this may pull on down to 3, which 3 I would... My concern is all the stuff going on right now with it. I don't know how much more people are going to keep freaking out about the Discord hack. That's the thing that's hard to say, because there's a lot of people running around with their like chickens with their heads cut off right now in the Gods community. But this has been a pretty strong downtrend, definitely overextended, and just like I was talking about the RSI and those other plays, this one, God's actually almost below the purple area on the RSI, so very extended sell-off. Oversold on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I'm looking at the daily, but it's definitely, it's going to be extended on every time frame for sure. like I said, there is issues going on in the Discord. Their Discord did get hacked, so I think that led to today's panic selling. This last little bit of selling we've been seeing the last couple of days. So if it can just hold up there, it should at least try to bounce back to the top of the downtrend for a test. It's done that multiple times in the downtrend. That's another reason why you can see it so overextended. It's because it hasn't had the last little touch was back on the hour chart. No, it's 3 days ago was the last time it touched that downtrend. And it's quite a ways away from it. Well, really not though. Because as small as the supply is, 310, 309 up to 350, that's really not much of a move. Just a decent amount of buying volume could push it up to there. I don't know. We'll see. If it holds here, I'll definitely be looking to get back in on one account. I have not sold any of my free Gods tokens from playing the game. All my Gods tokens from that I still have, and I still have some on my MetaMask. I just don't have it on Coinbase right now. Let's take a look at the Coinbase market. See, farm still around that 175 area, but it looks like it hasn't done anything since that pop yesterday. Mana's up 11%. It is Kyber Network. It is KNC. Let's go check. Let's actually go look at KNC. I want to see. Yeah, look at that on Coinbase. You can see at 310 is very strong support. Or it's trying to hold up that way anyway. Look at all this selling up here on the order book. Some big selling going through right now. Big position sizes. It's a pretty ugly pattern. If it can't hold $2 here, then it's going to fall back down to 175. So there's definitely not a trade there at the moment. Let me see. Let me check QNT. $177. So it got up to a high earlier of 190. Got rejected there. 175 has held as pretty strong support all day and some of yesterday. If the crypto market starts rebounding, we may see some nice plays, some nice, just like yesterday when I hopped in, whatever it was, I forgot what it was, that $300, what was it I hopped in? I don't even remember now. But that trade I made yesterday, making a quick $50, there'll be a lot of those opportunities. Ooh, wow, I didn't know Luna dropped this hard. Somehow Luna, I've not seen Luna. Oh, let me get off the hour chart for a minute. Let me look at this. Yeah, so even though Luna pulled back from over 100, it's still above the trend line. It's been a pretty harsh pullback though, from 106 down to 70. So what I'd like to see happen here is it come down and bounce off. Hey, that's not my highlighter. I like my highlighter. I like to see Luna do like this. Come down, bounce off the trend line like that, and then continue its way back up again. If it doesn't bounce, then it would have that downtrend. It would crack and start going bearish. So that's kind of the two paths I'll be looking for there. Now the 50-day on the daily is right there where the price is at, so it could possibly bounce, but I think it's going to have to come on down to about 63, 64 and ride along here before it rebounds. So if it come down to 65, Luna at 65 is not terrible. Let's see. It could be a head and shoulders, or it couldn't. It may not be. It's hard to say on it because, this would be the first shoulder and this would be the head. So if it comes back up, that would be about the end of January. So 3 weeks away. There's a lot of time before we can predict that. That's why I'm giving it two different pathways right now, because I don't really know. There's not a clear sign at the moment of which way Solana is going to go short term. The only clear sign we have is that Solana is still on this uptrend, and as long as it's above the uptrend, it's going to keep moving up. So, it could be. It's a possibility. It could be a head and shoulders. But way too early to tell. Let's see. Played app. That's PLA, right? Yeah, I think it's PLA. I don't think that's on my list right now. Yeah, there it is. This is pretty ugly looking. It is very low. It's got some strong support right where it's at. That was previous resistance. It's trying to hold that resistance as new support. But you do have another support line and a dollar. What is that, $1? Yeah, at $1. So $1 is super, super strong support because it tried to get close to $1, was immediately bought up. But that $1.20 area is trying to hold as of now. You can see that candle pushing it up. As far as an ascending triangle, what did you say? It wouldn't be an ascending triangle because the triangle is not pointing up. Ascending triangles mean that it's usually at a more like an angle like this, something like that, or like this. This one, because it's just kind of sideways. And here's the thing about triangles, though. I don't even care if it's an ascending triangle or whatever. I don't care about none of that. Just for just for clarity. That's why I'm just saying this, because it's not really a ascending triangle, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to actual trading. A triangle is just a damn triangle. That's all that matters. There's just consolidation. Like it shapes a triangle, but all it is consolidation. A bunch of sideways movement or up and down movement in a range before it breaks either up or breaks down. And once you get to the tip of the triangle, That right there is where it either breaks up or down at. So, I didn't really want to correct you because I don't really care. Because I don't call them ascending or descending or none of that. I just call them triangles. But yeah, it does have a triangle. So all it needs to do, if it holds up right here, it definitely has a opportunity to bounce. Be a bounce, something like that. If it can hold up. If it doesn't hold up here and it drops down to $1 and the dollar's going to be the last support area, if it can't hold $1, it would go bearish. Real bearish. Because technically at the moment it is bearish. It's below the 10-day and the 50-day. Let's see. A lot of these patterns look just like Bitcoin. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if there's nothing going on, then usually Bitcoin is the little anchor that everything follows. I don't... Like I was saying this yesterday too, I don't think that's how it should be. I don't think Cosmos Atom should follow Bitcoin's price. And Cosmos Atom is showing that, no, it doesn't follow Bitcoin's price anymore. Cosmos is up here testing all-time highs while the rest of the market's been dying. Cosmos has been like, whatever, Bitcoin, whatever, Ethereum, I don't care about y'all. So that's why, like, it's just the only reason why Bitcoin is the anchor is because the mass amount of traders and institutions and everybody look at it as the anchor. They can't really rationalize cryptos that well yet. So they rationalize that movement by looking at how funds do in the stock market, like the S&P 500, the SPY. That can give you an idea overall of which way the market's moving. But the thing is, that's all in the U.S. stock market, in the U.S. economy. And these coins are not in any economies. They're not in the U.S. economy. They're not in the Chinese digital yuan economy. They're not a part of those economies. They're all outside of those economies. So there's no reason to me why they should follow, but just because of herd mentality, until more people, the masses, which we're not even close to the masses adopting yet, but even the little bits of people we do have adopting cryptos have got to understand that Bitcoin should have no bearing on any other projects unless it's a project that's built specifically on Bitcoin. Atom has its own blockchain, so technically it has nothing to do with Bitcoin. And that's why you're seeing Atom up at 44. Because cosmonauts don't give two damns what's happening with the rest of the market. Cosmonauts are buying. Cosmonauts are always buying. This would have been a heck of a week to go short on a lot. Yeah, for sure. You could have went short in the stock market. Could have went short on gold, silver, anything. You could have shorted anything this week and you would have made money. I'm not a shorter, so I don't like to do it, but I don't have any margin accounts. I don't like having margin accounts, so I don't usually have access to shorting. I know that you can short cryptos and that you can definitely get access, but I don't. I just buy the dips. I'm a long bias trader. I buy the dips or I buy the pattern breakouts. You were talking about a 15-minute on. What was that played at? Let me go find it again. You said there was a triangle on it. I thought you were talking about on the long-term chart. My bad, man. I didn't mean to. Like I said, I didn't really feel good about correcting you in the first place because I don't really care about their little names that humans give triangles. thought that was an alphabetical order. That's not an alphabetical order. Let me pull play back up. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, still wouldn't technically be an ascending triangle, but I get the idea. So, I mean, yeah, short term, this is a possible play, as it's been building higher lows recently. That was a low there. Well, actually started down here, low, higher low, higher low. But with it being right on the support line, I really want to see it break this triangle before I take an entry on it or anything like that. Because, see, it's the 15 minute. You're looking like later tonight this may break. If it's going to break. Yeah, I don't know. Plays down 2 today, so I'm not sure if I would mess with that. Because in this down market at the moment, I don't know. It's hard to say. If everything turns around and starts rebounding, it could be a play. I mean, the consolidation is there for a breakout on that point of that triangle on play, but whether it'll break out or not. If we were in an uptrending hot bull crypto market, I'd be more apt to lean towards the breakout. But I've not seen any decisiveness across any markets yet this past week and now into this weekend. Still not seeing any decisiveness. Going over to the index lists. Maybe oil's pretty decisive. I think that's about the only one out of all the assets. The dollar is going to drop. There's no doubt about that. Okay, gold has rebounded a little bit. This is the Dow Jones. Got a long way to go. Every time it's bounced, it's hit up here. And this is another thing that bothers me. Sometimes when we see the stock market pull back, it affects Bitcoin, which then affects the whole crypto market, which is another dumb thing that doesn't make any sense. Bitcoin should not follow the stock market. But if the stock market continues in this trend that it's been following, this is going to be quite a pullback for it, which could have an effect on the crypto market. So that's another thing where I'm kind of like, you know, this is unprecedented times at the moment in the financial markets. Globally, because of cryptos, because of government overreach and lockdowns, because of government and Federal Reserve manipulations of currencies. Of course, I don't know if other countries have a Federal Reserve. I think we're probably the only idiots to do that. But here's the thing. If everything is coming down, where is the value going? Because all of these, all everything is cryptos, gold, silver, rubles, stocks, any of that. All that is a transfer of value. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, so sorry. Back to what I was saying. Like when you trade, when you get a paycheck, you trade your time for US dollar currency, measuring your time, which is the value. If time is the most valuable asset, or should be, to every human being, because we can't get it back. There's no getting time back. Once it's past, it's the past, and that's it. So whether you put your value from your time into gold, silver, wherever, if everything is dropping, you're going to be pulling your money out, your value out, to put somewhere where it's not going to be dropping. And at the moment, it looks like there's nowhere to put it, except maybe oil. But yeah, to me, this is a good time with all these pullbacks in the crypto market. If I was in other assets that I wasn't sure about, but I'm pretty bullish on crypto, I might lean a little bit more heavier towards crypto in this type of market. Especially if you're like me and you believe the US dollar is kaput. Let's see here. The PlayDep dipped to $1 only on Coinbase. On the others, it stopped at 120. Interesting. And it's hard to say with different platforms because the liquidity. Coinbase, I'm pretty sure, has the most liquidity of any exchange, so theirs is going to be the most accurate prices, more than likely. Let's see, you grabbed Loop Ring. I don't mind that. Gods, always on board to grab some Gods. Gala, I'm not that big on. I haven't looked that much into it. And Chili's, I'm the same way. I haven't looked into it either that much. Oh, Gala's free? Well, I need to get some Gala then if it's free. What's up, Ruben? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, exactly. Big money is made during these corrections. This is a great time to be in the markets as a day trader, swing trader, long-term investor. I mean, you don't really care about what happens short term. So to you, this is if you're investing for 50 years from now, getting a dip on anything like Bitcoin at 40,000, whatever, you're probably like, well, who cares? But for the explosiveness, the volatility, because of all the indecisiveness, all the inflation into all the currency supplies of all the countries, because I'm pretty sure that every major country, their currency is inflated. The digital yuan, I would imagine, is very easy to inflate. You probably just press a button. Like Xi Jinping probably has this one little button right there on his desk. He's just like, inflate, inflate. My wife walked in while I was doing that and started shaking her head. But yeah, there's definitely going to be tons of opportunities to make money in the markets, intraday, weekly, all of that. No matter what kind of trader you are, you just have to be smart. But that's why when we're in indecisive times, I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. And I'm also one of those people. I was a gold and silver bug before cryptos. I didn't start trading cryptos till the December of 2020. Yeah. Trade stocks for 7 years. I guess going on 8 now. And I did not done that much research on cryptos. I knew about them. I knew about the markets. I knew about Bitcoin and how it went on the crazy run and all of that. But I didn't want to get in until I saw Bitcoin come back up and break 20,000 the last run. And then I saw that break and I was like, oh, okay, if Bitcoin came back up like this is not some tulip mania or any nonsense like that. There's actually money to be made in this market with growth. And I dove in head first. But because I was a gold and silver bug beforehand, I have gold, silver, and cryptos. I like them both. I don't know why anybody argues the two against each other. Like, for one, it's going to take silver for a lot of different technology. Gold too. Like all the different hardware and chips. Every computer chip just about usually has gold and silver in it. Sometimes platinum. So as we advance this technology, gold and silver's demand should only go up. Oh, here's something interesting. I've talked about it a little bit off and on, but I haven't showed it too much because I'm still trying to fill it out. But let's go check it out real quick. Because, I mean, all of the chart patterns, it's all pretty much the same right now. Bitcoin being down and Ethereum being down, everything's following that. Oops. So let's take a look at a project. Hold on, I got to do this Google verification for this code. I haven't logged into this app in a minute. But if you are like me and you like gold and silver and you like cryptos, there is an exchange called Kinesis Money that has their coin, their cryptocurrency, backed by gold and silver and even gemstones. So they've got a debit card coming out. You'll be able to spend gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies globally. But you can have your gold and silver all in one. Or your gold, silver, and cryptos all in one platform. So this is the first cryptocurrency I've seen backed by a physical asset. The company behind Kinesis Money is a big gold and silver broker. So every Kinesis gold you buy is backed by actual physical gold or silver. They do have an emerald one. Let's see, is that emerald one still going? And also, you can earn interest off of your gold-backed crypto. So I don't have a lot of money in this account yet, but I have, let's see, 1.5 grams of gold. Now, I only bought 1 gram of gold, but because you can gain interest off of this gold cryptocurrency, I have been gaining quite a bit. I actually might have bought, no I didn't, I bought 1.5, so okay, I couldn't remember. What is that, back on October? Yeah, that's back on October. Okay. So I like to have physical gold if I'm going to buy gold or silver, but this is a really cool idea and I like it. I like having a currency that's backed by gold or silver. I don't have any of the Kinesis silver yet, I haven't bought that. But they have a nice looking exchange. You know, you can trade. They do have Bitcoin, Ethereum. Looks like they've added a few more since last time I've been on here. Tether, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin Dash, XRP. Here's the circulation and master pool. Okay, so let's just show mine. Like I said, that's been a while since I looked at this, but definitely check it out if you're into it. Here's my referral link. How about that? I'll just give it. Bam. There you go. You can check out Kinesis Money, the first crypto backed by gold and silver. There was one that what I was looking for. There was one that I don't know if they stopped doing it or not. It was Kinesis Emerald, and it was backed by emeralds, which I thought was really cool. Because emeralds are pretty valuable if they are good emeralds. It does have this mint function. So basically with the mint function, you can log your physical gold into the system that you have. Of course, you got to prove it or whatever. And be able to get the currency for that. Your gold will be locked, technically. It's kind of like wrapped ether or something. But definitely do your own research. But if you are interested in gold and silver backed cryptocurrency, Kinesis Money is pretty neat. Earn interest on gold. Let's see, you're playing with the AI generative NFTs. How's that going, Ruben? Yeah, Iris is looking pretty nice. The whole Cosmos ecosystem starting to come back alive. See his XP, except for persistence, huh? Persistence still down a little bit. So persistence, if it can't hold 5, it may drop to a cheaper price, which I'd be all right with. Pick up more persistence. Well, yeah, Gods could drop more only because of the issues that is going on with the Discord group. You know, like I said, it looks like they've got control of everything. And I keep hearing something about they're going to release more of the supply on January 11th, but I've yet to see anything of that evidence. Let me go and check the Gods Unchained white paper. Let's go look at the white paper and see what the release schedule is. Because I don't remember seeing that anywhere. But, you know, I could be wrong. Where the hell's the white papers? I gotta go to the blog, I think. No. Where are your white papers? Is it on the About page? Ah, there it is. Okay. Knew it was somewhere. It's been a while. Very nice presentation, too. If you have not looked at here, if you guys have not looked at Gods Unchained white papers, here's the white papers. There's a link to it. If you've not had any, have you had trouble finding it? So let's see. Gods Unchained Token on page 14. I know what the objectives are, so yeah, here's the token supply. There's only 500 million. The token sale was the 35 million unlocked over 12 months. There's the 6.5% immediately unlocked, but that's in the token foundation. There's the community allocation, 3.5% immediately unlocked, and then 3% unlocked over 3 months. So maybe that's what they're talking about. So if that's what people are worried about, dumping 3% of the supply being unlocked over 3 months. So the supply is going to jump from 35 to about 70, maybe at the max, because you're going to have people who are holding it. So there's not going to be, I'm not worried about that. If it drops the price down to $1 or something, then I buy it all up. I don't give a shit. I thought this has got to be what they're talking about. This is the only thing that I can see what they could be talking about, and that's not unless they're looking at the play to earn rewards. This 170 million, but that is not complete. That's not unlocked, but over 6 years, and the issuance begins 2 months after the token generation event. These tokens are allocated just to the play to earn rewards. These are not coming in the supply unless the people who won the rewards sell them to the market. If they're not selling them, then this 170 million may never hit the market, or a majority of it. Like, I'm not selling mine. They're giving them to me for playing. So why would you want to sell something that you just put time into and you didn't have to put any money into? So let's see. Gods Unchained Reserve. Something about a 12 months cliff. Not sure what that means. This will be unlocked over 48 months, but the coin just came out 3 months ago. So, and that's their reserve. That's not going to be in the supply unless they sell it. They maybe they could sell some of it, of theirs, to raise money. But still, the overall amount of coins is 500 million, and that's all there's ever going to be. And we're talking about 30 million, not even 30 million, 3% of that 7%, so maybe like 15 million that's going to hit the supply. Like, maybe the supply doubles in a month or two. If they get everything working, though, with the game, then, more people are coming in and in by the day. Oh, they actually wrote this out for us so we can actually know exactly what it means. So that, right there, 100 plus million set aside. That's the rewards pool for the community. Here's the 25% of reserves. And that's to the team behind the Gods Unchained game for the development of the Gods token. It will unlock over 48 months with a 1-year cliff after a successful token sale. But the token just came out, so we're not even close to that 48 months with a year cliff. And then you can see right there, no individual team members, board members, or founders would be allocated any Gods token from this pool. They strictly reserve. This is strictly a reserve that's allocated to Gods Unchained Play Limited. Yeah, there's 32 million that's locked, that was locked, that can be allocated. But yeah, look right here. They're not showing the total. They're not projecting the max supply of 500 million being out until 70 months. This token's only been out 5 months. So we've got a lot of supply left that's locked up before it all comes out. I don't care. I don't think it's. I mean, if it, like I said, if it drops the price more, as long as the game ain't hacked all to pieces, which the game has not been affected by any hacks, only the Discord, I'm good with it. Yeah, possibly, Ruben. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. We're going a little bit over here. Still just kind of waiting out to see which way the market is going to go, which way Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go. And I will keep you guys updated with what's happening with Gods and the Discord and all of that. If you haven't yet, go join the Framework Fortune Discord. You can access the Discord by signing up at frameworkfortune.com. It is free. Go to the community hub, and then there is a big giant link and picture and all that of Discord that you can get access to it right there. If you haven't heard quite yet, Ruben, I'll tell you about it. I'll give you a call here in a little bit. I'll tell you about it when we talk about what you got to talk about. But yeah, tomorrow's Saturday morning, so tomorrow, what is the schedule? I know we're playing some Gods tomorrow. It's 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be back here on the crypto channel and on Twitch. And we are going to jump into some weekend ranked events. As long as everything is working. Seems like everything is working. So definitely will be some fun tomorrow. And if you do play Gods and want to come challenge me, you're always welcome to do that. That is 11 a.m. Central every Saturday. You guys have a great rest of your day. If I don't catch you tomorrow, great rest of your weekend. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay